welcome back to our channel. It's the Basoas, and today we'll be doing our first podcast. And the name of our podcast is called the Sofa Talk, where we have general discussions like about life experiences, interviewing guests, and also I think that's it really. Like what our podcast is gonna be about. Like it's gonna be all rounded.
It's gonna be
general stuff. And I'm gonna pass you guys on to Riggy because she's gonna be taking like this podcast to where it needs to go today.
Yeah. So guys, as you all know, it's obviously Fruki. And yet today's episode is gonna be about relationship. So we're gonna talk about the signs of a toxic relationship. Like this is gonna be broad, yeah. So we're gonna try as much as we can to give out our experience or whatever we have to say, but you're gonna enjoy this, so please stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you're subscribed, like, share, comment, and also if you want us to talk about specific stuff,
just comment
down below.
Yeah, you can request whatever video.
But this video is about to go down. It's gonna be lit, so you sit down and just.
We're not talking about relationship. We're not talking about relationship.
But yeah.
So this is why it's called the sofa talk, because we have such discussions when we're literally sat on the sofa, and we're just there like just blabbing about talking about things. You understand?
But we are firstly gonna talk about our views, like your personal views on what toxic means to you in a relationship. What do you class a toxic relationship personally to you?
You're interview.
No,
this is weird.
It's not interview, but it's
sort of like, okay, let me just.
I want us to like start with us.
Yeah.
Like our personal views on what toxic is in a relationship. You got personal views. I go, there's something you consider as being toxic that I might not consider to be toxic, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So for me personally, I say when it comes to relationship, because like they have different types of what like toxic can mean, depends on the situation you find yourself in. When it comes to relationship, it's like this type of situation where you don't feel comfortable around the person you're with. You're constantly, you prefer staying with you prefer talking to other people than them. And then where you're constantly trying to get your attention, but they're just not there. And then sometimes toxic can get to a level where it gets becomes emotional, like abuse. It leads to physical abuse, financial abuse, like any aspect where you just become so vulnerable to a point that the other person is taking advantage of you. That's what I view as toxic, like where you don't really have the right to say sorry. You're scared, literally. You're scared to move on. You're scared to even stay there, but you're just there because you can't just leave.
Yeah, when it comes to mine, it's kind of like similar. Basically, not being able to express yourself in a relationship, that to me is a red flag, and that's toxic. Because how can you be in a relationship and you cannot express yourself, or you cannot say things, or not like being open up, like hiding stuff from each other? Like that's so toxic. For example, my guy or whatever, your husband or whatever, cannot sit next to me or next to you and just put their phone like that. Or if I want to use your phone, for example, you don't let me get into your phone. That's
but
toxic.
Then you want to touch my phone.
Yeah, but you want to touch my phone. Like that's controlling. That's toxic. That's everything. That's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
So there's more to it, but we're gonna dive into this video. We don't want to.
Yeah. So that's literally our view on like what toxic is.
Yeah.
Guys, my nails just came off. Yeah, because Okay, wait. I don't know if that's necessary, but anyways, I just said it because Anyways, what were you trying to say?
So we were looking into the main cause of all this, of a toxic relationship or everything. I feel like it starts with lying.
Oh God, that one is what I don't really get. Like seriously, how can you expect someone to tell you the truth, but at the end of the day you lie to them? And then for me, what I see lying is you let's say you start with a lie, yeah? Now you have to keep up with that lie. And then when you have to keep up with the lie, you have to continue to tell more lies.
Exactly.
You understand? And then that's how you're gonna keep telling all the lies to a point that your partner is gonna stop trusting you. They're gonna stop believing everything. They're not even gonna believe anything you say. Even if you're saying the truth now, they don't really care anymore because you've been
once
lying.
You start lying in a relationship, you get used to it. And when you get used to it, it leads you on to doing other stuff.
Yeah. Because you're not used to saying the truth.
Now.
You're not used to saying the truth.
It's that with you being a liar, saying stuff that are not true or acting weirdly. For example, if your husband or your boyfriend, whatever, went out, come back late, oh, sorry, I had work going on and stuff like that's the first stage of it.
Yeah.
That's the first stage of it because they start lying, gradually they start progressing, which leads to more, them being more toxic.
Yeah.
If you get me, like so many things, communication wise and all of that.
Yeah, definitely. The thing I'm gonna say is this, yeah. For me, I feel like when you're in a relationship, it should go like both ways. You understand? Like if you want someone to give the person the same energy you want them to give you. You understand? Like, I mean, give the same energy to that person, the same energy that the same energy you're expecting that person to give to you. You understand? So when it comes to lying, when you start lying, that person is not going to trust you. Then that's how you guys are not going to trust each other. And then also there's this thing called is that like reverse psychology? No, that's not reverse psychology. It's this thing where you you start expecting that person to start like telling the same lies. You don't believe anything the person says as well. It also affects you mentally when you start lying.
Yeah,
You find it hard to trust other
because
people.
when you start lying,
Mm-hmm.
when someone says something, you also think that this person is lying.
Lying as
'Cause you
well.
always
That is
lie.
what I'm saying.
Now, those are the things, or that's the thing that brings up
Main issue.
the main issue, which brings the toxic, whatever that is, that brings toxic stuff in a relationship. Because now you guys are not trusting each other because you lie, so you think when the other person is talking, he or she is lying as well.
Yeah.
So that's when the whatever starts. Is it, how do you call it? Clash? Is it clash?
Yeah, I
So
think
that's how the clash whatever start. But yeah,
that's when you guys start having like
clash
issues, like
and stuff like that.
clashing in your relationship and stuff like that. So for me personally, lying is like
It's a main
turn off.
It's
Like
a
it's
main
a
thing.
whole
It's a red flag.
it's a turn off in a relationship. That's a big red flag. That's not even like a red flag, like a flag. No, that's a whole banner, red banner, not a flag. It's a whole banner. So if someone is lying to you in a relationship and you've seen that they're lying, it's giving a banner. It's giving a red banner, not a red flag. Red flag is tiny.
So obviously lying is one of the signs. So now let's get deep into this. So what do you think, what are the signs of a toxic relationship? There's so many, but let's just name a few for today. And yeah, so what do you think that the main signs of a relationship, like a toxic relationship?
I feel like before we even start talking about like the signs and stuff like that, I feel like one of the most important thing in a relationship, be it family wise, be it like your like relationship with your boyfriend or family relationship or whatever, you understand, even your workplace, it's called communication. You understand, the most important thing in life in general, it's called communication, where you literally talk to each other, you share exactly like that's where lying comes in. If you're someone that lies, your communication tends to be not great.
Not great.
Because the person knows you're lying, you understand? Or even if they don't know, you know that you're lying, stuff like that. So for me, I feel like communication is very, very important. And one of the signs that a relationship is getting a bit toxic is the fact that there's poor communication. Like poor communication in the sense you guys don't trust each other anymore. Like when you talk to each other, in fact, you don't even tell each other what's going on in your lives. You understand? So when the other person doesn't know what's going on in your life, they get the chance to assume whatever they want to assume. You understand? And it's not your fault because you're not communicating with them.
And they cannot do the same to you.
Yeah,
They don't
that's why
what's not going on.
Yeah, that's why it's very, very important for you to communicate with your partner, and they need to do the same as well. Like talk to each other, even if it's good, bad, even whatever the problem is or whatever good thing that you have going on. Share with your partner. Talk to the person. Don't hide it. Don't keep anything away from your partner, be it good or bad. Understand? So I feel like poor communication is one.
Okay. So guys, as you just heard what Kali just said, but yeah, that makes so much sense. And also I got a few, which is lack of respect. Those are all signs of a toxic relationship. Because just like you said, communication is vital. Also, when you look at respect, they both like go together. Because even when you communicate, you have to be respectful about how you communicate.
That's true.
So lack of communication, that's one. Lack of respect or not respecting at all. Those are all signs of a toxic relationship. Lack of trust, and there's so much you can talk about.
Yeah,
There's a
when it comes
whole
to
lot.
when it comes to respect, one thing I know is this. Yeah, if you don't, this is. I feel like you definitely know this. Respect is reciprocal. You
Yeah, it
understand?
is.
It doesn't
Yeah.
go one
One way.
way. It's
No,
like
both ways.
two-way streets.
Yeah.
Like where you give the same energy. That's why I'm talking about energy as well. When you're in a relationship, it's all about energy. Give the same energy, give the same energy you to the person as you're expecting that energy to be given back to you.
It's like when people say treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yeah, thank you. My
Basically.
English is not English,
So that is it,
guys.
basically.
This is a first time thing, so we're sorry
but
if we
yeah.
make any mistakes and stuff like that. But respect is reciprocal. You're not only
Yes.
gonna expect that person to respect you, and you're not respecting them.
And when we say respect, because let's look at it twisted. Respect. What does that mean to you? How do you think partners should respect? Like, what does that mean to you?
Respect. It's not really about partners.
Respect could be, or general respect could be. For example, because we're talking about relationship, so it could be that if you're going out, for example, you need to inform your partner. You cannot just leave the house and go out
yeah, that's
and do your
basic human
thing.
respect.
Or you cannot just go out there and come whenever you want.
Definitely not.
We both have to agree on
Even
stuff.
for your own safety as well. It's not about
Yeah.
respect. Even for your safety, when you're going out, you need to let the other person know where you're going.
Definitely.
And who you're going with.
So we both have to agree that, okay, you're going out, you're coming, but you just don't go out and come whenever you want to.
Yeah.
Like, guy, you're in a relationship, or let's say
for
you're
your safety,
married.
you need to let the
So
person
everything
know.
like that, that's respect.
Yeah.
Communication, that's respect. You get
Yeah.
me? Those are all respect. Discussing stuff with each other.
Mm-hmm.
When you're hot.
And listening. Listening is a sign of like that you respect that person.
Yeah.
When that person is talking and then you're listening to them, that shows that you respect them, because when you don't respect someone, you don't listen to them. Like when you're talking, you're just like, yeah, what? You understand? You give them attitude and stuff like that. So listening without like attitude, listening to understand, not to reply back, because sometimes people listen for them to reply you immediately. When you listen to understand that person, that is respect. You understand?
So which means if there's no respect, there's no communication, there is no what's it called?
Trust.
Like there's no trust, there's no like paying attention to each other.
Oh, paying attention is very, very important.
Or sharing opinions. If there's nothing of such, then that relationship is kind of not in the right path, or it's kind of like toxic.
It's very, very toxic.
It's very, very toxic, because there's no relationship without communication, listening, respect, trust. There is no relationship without those stuff. So definitely, if you are in a relationship and you're not seeing this, or you're not getting this vibe, just know it's not working.
And even let me tell you this, yeah. If you're in a relationship, you need to learn you need to have self-respect for yourself. Even if the person doesn't respect you, as a person you have to respect yourself, because when you respect yourself, you don't just let someone treat you like shit, or you don't let someone just treat you as if you're just not like a nobody, like as if you're not, as if you don't as if you don't respect yourself in the first place.
Now talking about respect, or respecting
Let's
yourself.
get in depth about respect.
Talking about respecting yourself, because obviously we all got like the experience of stuff, and this is something real. We're not here to hide stuff, we're here to open up. So you're talking about respect. I kind of put myself in that condition, because I'm that type of a person. If I like someone, I tell you to your face that I like you. But however, some people interpret that to be in a different way, whereas I see that to be something very what's it called, like I consider myself to be really confident to do that. So if I like someone, I tell you to your face, I like you. But people take that for granted, and they start treating you somehow, and it makes you feel like you don't have self-worth. But if you look at it the other way, that's not the case. It's just me being open up to you.
I think it's the society. Society has made it like a way that women are not allowed to say to men that I like you, or I find you like you're very good looking, or I love the way you look, or I love the way you talk, I love something like that. Society has made it really hard for women to like say their opinions. So even when we say it, men tend to see us like, oh my god, that's so weird, or oh my god, she's so desperate, oh my god, she's so like sorry, but they tend to see you as if you're you're looking for the attention.
Like you're cheap. That's it. You're cheap.
Thank you.
Or you're not worth it.
That's how they
coming at
tend
me.
to see you.
Yeah.
And
So when you talk about self-respect, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because people tell me, oh, because when you tell a guy that you like him, that you don't have self-respect. But for me, it's the other way around. I feel somehow
you have confidence in yourself.
I feel confidence to even do that.
The thing is that when it comes to like saying your opinion, yeah, because the way we talk about this podcast is we're diving into something else. When it comes to saying your opinion or telling someone that you like them, I feel like men also struggle with that. I'm not even joking. It's not one sided. Telling someone that you like them is kind of like both sided. Like,
it is.
So men struggle to tell women that they like them. So if a woman is confident enough to meet that type of guy and tell that guy that I like you, that guy is going to be so proud of you because he cannot even do it himself.
And when it comes to me, how I do my thing, I tell you I like you, yeah? You say no to me. I just don't give up. I show you I like you several times.
I think that's where you go wrong.
No, I don't go wrong. Because I feel like, I mean, yeah, I could go wrong because the moment, the moment someone tells you, I'm not interested.
That's when you should leave.
That's when you know you should leave.
Pack your bags, pack your things and leave.
In my case, what I do wrong is I still persist on
trying to convince
the person, which is wrong. Because at the end of the day, and you're talking about self-worth, yeah, at some point, yeah, it can relate to me. Because then when you know someone doesn't like you, just walk out.
Yeah.
Walk out. I know I like that person. It's hard to move on, but you just have to maintain that self-respect.
Yeah,
you just have to.
That's what I literally because I usually listen to people talking about relationships and stuff like that. Yeah, one thing I know is this: it's okay for you to tell that person that I like you. You understand? If that person wants to pursue you or pursue that relationship or something like that, that's good. You understand? If I want to show you that I like you, like for you to, in fact, I don't even need to show you. The fact that I'm telling you that I like you, if you're willing, if you want to see where that goes or where that thing goes, then you chase me. You understand? You chase me because I've shown you that I have that confidence in me.
Exactly.
So if you don't chase me, that's enough for me to see that
you're not interested.
This person is not interested in me. This person doesn't want this thing. So that's where you stop. As soon as you tell that person I like you, the person doesn't want to pursue it. Let that person be. Don't try and convince them. Don't try and say, "Oh, I like you. Look at me buying you this. Look at me doing this for you." Even if you show them whatever thing you show them, whatever thing you do for them, they will never see it. They will never see it. They will always see as you fighting for their attention.
Anyways, yeah, like talking about that, it makes a whole lot of sense. And I feel like I'm gonna learn from it as well. Because you have to know your limits.
Yeah, you need to know your limits as a human being in general.
But at the end of the day, when they show you what they show you, you know if they're interested or not. Then then it's time for you to move on.
Yeah, you move on.
I'm not saying don't express your feelings. You can. But learn from her and learn from myself because this is real. When you like a guy and you tell them they give you an attitude, distance them. Trust me, when you distance them, it gives them time to process stuff and work on yourself.
If they want you, they'll come back.
If they want you, they will come back. Trust me. But make sure when you're distancing someone, work on yourself, improve yourself for yourself. So work on yourself, yeah? Don't let rejection put you down. Rather, let it upgrade you to another level. Yeah. And talking about toxic again, let's get to it. But it looks like we changed direction, which is not bad. It's a good conversation.
Yeah, I think that's relationship. It's all
yeah.
One other thing that I think that really affects a relationship or where you will know that your relationship is getting toxic is emotional manipulation. Like gaslighting me. Like, you know that part where you've done something wrong and for you to admit that you've done something wrong, instead you're there telling me, well, you did this, that's why I did this, that's why. I don't need to know what I did for you to do that.
Not being apologetic. Gosh.
Not being apologetic is one of the most annoying thing ever. Like, even to a kid, when you've done something wrong, you have to apologize. Emotional manipulation is when you manipulate me or you make me to do something that I don't want to do just because you want to control me or you want to control my emotions or you're trying for me to just be under your bubble. You understand? And that is not right. You understand? Women are not manipulated or even I don't want to say just women, because women, like, I don't want to say that men tend to do this a lot in general, but women do it as well. Women in general, you don't have to manipulate a woman for you to keep her. You don't have to be controlling for you to keep a woman, or for you to keep a man. You let that person be their own self. You let that person be their own individual. You understand? When you give that person that right for them to make the choice, for them to make decisions about like what they want, their choices, it tends to make them love you more, because you're letting them see the potential that they have in terms of decision making. You understand? So personally for me, I feel like manipulating someone emotionally, in every aspect of manipulation in general, is just really, it's giving witchcraft for me.
And talking about that, talking about the manipulation, you don't have to.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't have to. What I'm saying, you don't have to, because at the end of the day, when someone loves you, you don't have to tell them to change. They know what you like. They know. They do it.
This is why I say my TikTok.
They're never. I'm just bringing this. They're never too busy, which means when someone loves you, you don't have to urge them to do stuff. Trust me, they're gonna automatically just do it.
Them to do things for yourself.
They're gonna just do it because they love you. It's mutual. Yeah, they're gonna do it for you.
Secondly, like controlling in the sense like pushing that person away from their family and friends. I feel like that's one. Like really, like, and the thing is that women tend to do this a lot, because I know men don't do this thing. They don't do it like the way women do. When a woman gets into a relationship, the next thing she starts thinking about is her other friends. Not like, oh no, I shouldn't, I need to make more time for my man. I need to like ignore my friends. I need to stop talking to my friends. I need to, this person is really, I'm not saying that you should be friends with someone that gives you wrong advice, when it comes to your relationship. Nope. I'm saying that, that friend that is very, 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 like, even if the person doesn't really support your relationship or anything, but if that person supports you emotionally, like supports you in general, that doesn't mean that because you're in a relationship, you need to stop being friends with them. You understand? So I feel like women tend to do this a lot, and sometimes is due to the person they're with, because that person might tell that person, okay, that person might tell you that, oh, I don't want you to be friends with this person. You understand? So I feel like the whole controlling issue comes in where like you're being controlled with you being close to your family or your friends. They separate you, they move you away from your family, they isolate you, they make you be just on your own where you don't have any support system. You understand? Only them.
So guys, we're gonna move on to effort.
But not enough effort.
Not enough of effort. I personally, I have different views when it comes to responsibility and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean because you know that the guy has to provide, does not mean you don't get to do nothing.
You don't support them.
No, you have to support each other. So what do you think when it comes to that? Because I feel like you have more experience than I might. But so you tell me.
For me, I feel like when you're in a relationship, when it comes to effort, it needs to be like both ways. Like when that person is like, it's like 100% battery, yeah? If that person is 80% and I'm 20, they're meant to like come in more, like help me out more. If we're 50-50, good. If that person is like 20 and I'm like, okay, like 80%, I need to come in more and support them because they're down. In other words, if I'm down emotionally, financially, or in any aspect, you're meant to come in and help me out as well. Like be that person that support, like the support system. You understand? If you're in a relationship and you're always the one giving your 100 and the person is not giving like that same energy, or giving not even enough, not giving you enough energy or giving you that enough effort. Let's say when it comes to what like general things.
So when you're talking about effort, you're not just looking at financially.
Not only financial, I mean emotional support as well.
Points of effort.
Support. Yeah. Like for me personally, I feel like effort doesn't only have to do with you buying things. It's all about you doing things for that person, even when that person is not even thinking that you will do it, or when that person is not even expecting you to do it. That's an effort. You understand?
Effort
That
can
person
be,
appreciates.
it can be appreciating the little things.
Yeah.
The little things
That
really
that
do
person
matter.
does for you.
Yeah.
Also, you doing this, you doing, not always being on the receiving end.
Yeah.
I don't like people that are always on the receiving end. I don't like it as well. I don't like it at all.
It's not a good
As a
thing
human
to
being,
always
don't you
receive.
ever in your
Try
life
and
be on the receiving end. Try as much as possible for you to give
to
as
give
well.
up. Mhm.
Because when you give, that person appreciates you more. That person knows that, oh, I'm not the only one doing it. That's effort.
Mhm.
When it comes to men, cook for her, or do that laundry that she's been thinking about doing it.
Talking about cooking. Now, okay, let's bring it. You were talking about cooking, and now you effort, and then now you bring in cooking onto it.
Yeah.
And it's not only
Gender based
that a woman has to be the one to cook. A guy can help him. So do not expect that you're getting married or you've been in a or you're gonna get into a relationship with the mindset that the woman has to be the one who has to cook every single time.
No.
Honey, you have to learn how to cook too, because that lady also needs to eat your food. So stop thinking or saying that the woman's responsibility
And it's
is
so
only to be cooking.
romantic. Listen, when you cook for your wife, the way that woman will be so happy and proud of you, because you're lifting the weight off of her, you understand? So I'm expecting you to cook as well. Like, if I'm tired, or let's say I'm unable to cook, you're meant to come in and help
Or
out. You
let's
understand?
say he goes for work. Yeah, you can. That's understandable.
No,
You
no,
can
no, I
cook.
have to cook, definitely.
Or if
That's
you're
because I'm human.
busy and you're going for work too, fine.
It's
If
not
you
because it's
two
my
are,
job, it's
if you
because it's
two,
my
if you two are together, weekends and stuff,
cook
then
together.
you two cook together.
It's romantic.
But don't let her or don't let him be in the kitchen.
It's
You
not
just sat there
gender-based.
watching TV.
And I feel like chores, like, you know, house chores and stuff like that, are not gender based.
Yeah.
If she's cooking, help clean the house.
Cleaning. Don't just sit
If
there.
if she's scrubbing the bathroom, make the bed. If she's doing the laundry, fold the laundry.
Or crack some jokes. Crack some jokes.
Wait, tell me, when you're doing something, when you're working,
No,
is job gonna make you feel happy?
Yeah, if I'm cooking, come on, you don't have to.
Don't crack some joke. Peel that onion. Peel that onion.
Bro, if I'm cooking, just stand next to me and crack some jokes.
Don't crack some joke. See this girl. She's not serious. If I'm cooking, peel the onion,
Oh god.
please. Don't be there standing next to me cracking jokes.
Cry.
Because I'm not. Yeah, cry because I usually cry every time. You know, I feel like men need to like. Not only,
But
I'm
that's
not
the
saying only men.
serious-
Like in general,
On a serious note, yeah.
it's not gender based. Like house chores are not gender based. So
Yeah.
try as much as possible to help your partner around the house.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
also appreciate, like, when it comes to advice, because we're literally coming to the end of this video.
So
When it comes to
yeah.
advice, me personally, I'll say in a relationship, if it's toxic and you can, if it's toxic to a point that, in fact, there's no level of toxicity in general. If it's toxic, leave. There's so much thing out there that you can do for yourself. Like, you have to appreciate yourself, understand, in life, in general aspects, be it relationship, whatever thing, family wise, you have to appreciate yourself. You have to acknowledge yourself, your emotions. You have to, you need to have self-worth, self-respect, self-esteem. So you don't just stay in a relationship just because you want that person to see that you love them. It doesn't work that way. You let that person be, and if that person wants you, they will come back and work hard for your time. Even your time alone is very, very important. And that's something no one can, like, they can never pay exactly that money for your time, you understand? So imagine you wasting that time that you usually go to work, make money with, you're there wasting it, chasing someone that doesn't even like you. You understand? That's really that's really when it comes to advice I'm gonna give to you. And also, if you're in a relationship, respect each other, appreciate each other, listen to each other. Don't just be that person that always talks and not that doesn't listen. Support each other financially, physically, like every aspect. You understand? So that's really my own advice. Like, as we're coming to this video.
I would say, don't be scared, because mostly when people are in a toxic relationship, we or they intend to be scared, like, what will people say? Or am I gonna be able to get another relationship? Honey, you can. You're pretty, you're handsome, you're everything, yeah? You are you. But do not stay in a toxic relationship just because you're scared.
True.
Do not. You dare do that. Also, I'm not just gonna say walk out, but if you feel like there's something you're not happy with in your relationship, you feel like this is not going the right direction, always communicate stuff with each other. Tell that person how you're feeling, and if you feel like things keep happening, then that's when you know you have to get out at some period. It's hard to do so. It's gonna take time to process and be yourself again, but it's worth the time. It's worth every single bit. So don't stay where you don't you dare don't you dare stay in a relationship that is harming you. So we hope you guys enjoy this video and stay tuned for more relationship talks.
And if we made any mistake, let whatever thing that we said that you're not happy with, we're sorry, darling, but we're just saying our opinion. And we are opinion. You don't have to take it. You can take it or leave it. It's up to you. You have the right to make your choice. You have the right to make decisions like for yourself. You understand? You don't have to take everything we say.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give us
Yeah.
Give this video a
comment down below. Comment down below what you want us to talk about. And that is it. This is a wrap for our first episode. Sorry, I sound like this. I'm so excited because we've been wanting to do this for the longest.
Like, I'm looking forward to another one. I hope you two are. So
tune in for our next episode. Thank you so much. Toodles. Love you. If this lens zoom me forehead. Alright, let's go, please. Okay.
Push more, space there.
Brilliant, for God's sake, please stop dragging me. Good. Okay. Guys, this is so weird. But anyways, we're gonna do this. Okay. Mic testing.
So you're beginning intro, be saying intro.
You're not serious. Like, what's my doing intro? Guys, can you see my necklace? Can you see my necklace?
I like delay. Hey, start your intro, please.
What's happening?
Okay, good.
What's happening?
Do intro. You look good, but why you can't do English?
Hi, guys. Welcome back, guys. It's Super Sours, and today we'll be doing our first sofa talk.